Hi, this is Rony Mullick, and you're watching the post market show. Again, one more extremely sideways days, and the market is not moving at all. If you leave out the fall in the last half an hour, markets were flat throughout the day. Again, Nifty moved in a just 50-point range almost throughout the day, and nothing important happened. Bank Nifty, on the other hand, slowly moved up and made its all-time high, and it also closed on an all-time high level. So Bank Nifty was positive, but Nifty, if you look at the charts, let me open up the chart for Nifty, and let's go to 15 minutes of Nifty and see how things have been there. Markets opened with a gap up because US markets ended positive, so there was some positive sentiment, and then after opening gap up, market there was a selling pressure from the first candle. Market came down, took support at yesterday's closing, and from there it reversed and then again tried to go up, but there was this huge trend line coming from, I think this is on the 16th of November. This trend line was there and market took resistance at that trend line, and exactly at 3 p.m. a huge selling happened. Markets fell and almost tested the day's low, and that is exactly where the markets ended as well. But on a weighted average closing basis, Nifty is up by just 23 points, ending at 18,267.13% up. Coming to Bank Nifty, as I said, Bank Nifty had a pretty good day if you don't count the last half an hour of selling. So Bank Nifty opened with a gap up, and the gap up was sustained throughout, and finally it broke out around 12:45 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and it moved up almost close to 200 points and made a high of 42,860, but then was a sharp selling and it fell almost 150 points, and on a closing basis it is up 272 points, almost 0.64% up. So this is Bank Nifty. It ending, I think it is the best sector of the day. Apart from that, if you look at mid caps, it is up by 0.26%. Nifty small caps, they are also up by 0.58%. So overall, a decent day is what I'd say. Sectoral indices wise, we see a Nifty IT ending in the red by 0.14%, and Nifty metals also down by 0.4%. Apart from that, Nifty PSU Bank had an amazing day, almost 1.02% up, all thanks to State Bank of India, and it is moving up the PSU Bank index. Apart from that, Nifty Financial Services did well, up by 0.51%. Nifty Private Bank up by 0.49%, and apart from that, Nifty Pharma up by 0.3%. So all of them are below 1% is what we are seeing. Nothing significant happening in the market with such a low VIX environment. Now coming to some stocks, we are seeing Paytm. Yesterday it fell by 11%. It is again down by 5.12% today. So Paytm does not look good. State Bank of India up by 1.43%. This is what I was talking about, that PSU Bank index is being taken up by State Bank of India today, and again up by 1.43% is really good. Adani Enterprise is again not going up. It has taken resistance multiple days. From 11th of November it has been trading in the same range, but it has tried to come down today, down by 3.24%. The largest fall in any Nifty 50 stocks, and that is Adani Enterprise today. And let's see Adani Enterprise. There seems to be a support around here. If the support is not taken, we can expect a further fall towards 3180, these levels that we had marked previously. So those can act as a support in case there's a free fall from these levels. HDFC Life has been trying to break this level for the last from the month of October, it seems, but this time it has gone up, and we are seeing good volumes as well. So let's see if this level is taken out tomorrow or it takes another resistance and again comes down. So that has to be seen. So keep this in your watch list. HDFC Life. Bajaj Finance, on the other hand, we talked about a breakdown from these levels, and it did fall, and now this is a pullback, and chances are high if that Bajaj Finance will go up and take resistance around these levels of 7,000, 6,900, and then again come down further, because that's what happens in a downtrending in a downward trend. It does not go down in a linear fashion. It will go down a bit. There's a small pullback, and then again it falls further. So these are some of the stocks. If you want to look at the broader picture, State Bank of India, ICICI Bank, Bajaj Finance, HDFC, Kotak Bank, HDFC Bank. So all the banks and financial sector, like financial stocks, are the top movers in Nifty 50 on the positive side. On the negative side, we have Adani Enterprise falling the most and dragging Nifty down by almost 8 points. Reliance Industries, Bharti Airtel, Power Grid, Hindustan Unilever, these are the top losers. Again, nothing, not much is what we are seeing. Apart from that, FII is continuing to sell today, selling for another 789 crore. And this brings the selling to almost the sixth consecutive day of selling in the last 7 days. So that is, there must be something wrong which these people are seeing, which we retailers are not. And that is why they have been selling continuously. Now let's see what's there ahead. DIIs today did not buy for that much. They bought for around 413 crore. So that is why probably the markets did not recover from the lower levels. So this is FII DII activity. And coming to the broader markets, and if you want to look at the global markets, let's look at that. Let's start with the European markets first. German index, it has ended almost flat, 0.04% up. So you can see doji candles forming in the German markets on a closing basis. French markets are up by 0.32%. UK markets are now falling down by 0.26%. And let us move to the all important US markets. So US markets opened almost flat, and then it moved up considerably, took resistance around 4,000 levels in S&P 500, and then a sharp fall came, took support exactly around 4,000, and then it is trying to move up. S&P 500 now at 4,013. 4,000 is an important level for S&P 500. Let's hope that holds. If it does not, then we can expect further downfall. Dow Jones is absolutely flat. No move. It opened, moved up, moved down, and it's absolutely flat, 0.0%. And Nasdaq is it was up considerably. Same thing happened. Huge red candle forming in the last 15 minutes. It is at 0.43% up. Talking about VIX, US VIX continue to fall. It is at 21.15. So US VIX has come down considerably, considering it was at 34-35 levels. India VIX, on the other hand, it was low at one point of the time. It touched a low of 11.8 just in the morning, but later part of the day it was below 13. It was around 13 levels, but then at the end it shot up. If you look at the 15-minute candles, it will be clear. Yeah, you can see that it was trading around 13.6 till almost 2:45, and then 3 o'clock and 3:15 candles, it spiked up to 14.18 because of the huge down move coming in the markets. So historically, VIX, we have talked about this as well. So this is the weekly chart, and around 19th of July 2021, we are talking about 1.5 years back, VIX was around these levels, and when that happened, markets uniformly went up, and the VIX was touched high of around 28-29 levels. So when VIX falls to such an extent, it is time to be cautious, because markets can make violent moves on either direction, and the chances are usually that the markets will fall. So that cannot be ruled out at these times, because the VIX is continuously falling, and historically, whenever these levels have been tested, it goes up and markets usually fall. Crude oil prices, let's look at them. Crude oil prices is down by 5%, close to that, and we talked about this pattern, double top pattern forming, and it continues to come down, and this was expected. Crude oil prices, if this continues, it should go down below $70. Let's see. And then coming to gold prices, up 0.19%. Coming to dollar index, it is down by almost 0.7%, which is good for the equity markets. It is at 106.38. Indian rupee is taking resistance around these levels. So the chances are high that Indian rupee will come down from these levels, because you can see the candle length is becoming shorter and shorter, and this was a good level of resistance previously. So if the Indian rupee has to become weak, it has to come down first and then go up, because looking at these levels, I don't expect further upward momentum from these levels. So that is based on technical analysis. So that's there. Coming to other things, tomorrow is the monthly expiry, which we talked about. So let's talk about that. Before that, let's look at the premiums to decide what kind of sentiments there are in the market. Nifty, 24th November, monthly expiry tomorrow. Open interest wise, we are seeing a lot of call buildups in the system. Put call ratio is at 0.77, indicates slight bearishness in the market. After the 3 p.m. fall, a lot of call being added at 18,300, 350, and 400 levels. On the downside, we don't. The puts are written very aggressively at 18,300, 200 levels. So we have to see how what happens tomorrow. In fact, if you look at the combined at the money premiums, it is coming around 80 to 85 rupees. That means markets are discounting a risk of just 80 points on the other direction. That is very dangerous, especially on a monthly expiry, is what I say. So in case things go out of hand, there could be a big trending move in the direction, because people have sold options at such a close levels. So Bank Nifty looks bullish. Put call ratio is at 1.23. In fact, after the up move today, people added huge amount of put build up at 42,700, 42,600, and 42,500. And people, those who had shorted the 42,500 call option, they had all panicked and exited the position. Could be the short covering that led to the up move in the markets. And if you talk about at the money premiums in Bank Nifty, it is coming around 100, around 220 levels. So again, that is pretty low in case of Bank Nifty, is what I'd say. So you can expect easily a good move on other direction. But looking at the VIX, chances of that move is lower. But again, it's a monthly expiry, so you cannot rule out anything. So if you're an option seller, non-directional, it could be dangerous tomorrow, because if the market spikes in either direction, it could be a good trending move. But it gives option buyers a very good opportunity. In case the markets become trending, there's a lot of profits to be made, and the risk is also small because the premiums are dirt cheap at these levels, because markets are not pricing in that much risk. So talking about levels, up above we have talked about 18,327 as a very, very important level. Again, the market took resistance exactly at that level, could not go up. Now we have this trend line in place, so tomorrow throughout I'll be watching this trend line. In case the market is trying to go up, we will first look at this trend line for confirmation. If this is broken, we can expect a further up move towards 18,327. Should be acting as a strong level of resistance. In case there is a gap up, markets open above those levels, we will be looking at 18,400 and 440 as the resistances up above. Down below we have supports, multiple supports in fact, at 18,280, then 18,220, 18,200, and 18,150. I know there's a lot of levels, but that is how the markets are behaving these days. So since the VIX is low, markets are not making big moves and consolidating in a very tight range. So that is why so many levels. And down below, in case there's a huge downfall, 18,087 should hold for tomorrow's expiry, is what I believe. And down below, if that does not hold, you can expect a very good down move towards 17,950, and that would be dangerous on an expiry day. So nothing can be ruled out. So to sum it up, we have a Fed event today, that is the FOMC minutes. So that is to be announced around 12:30 a.m. at after midnight. So that is to be seen, but we're not expecting much market moving revelations from that. So that's probably discounted into the prices. But tomorrow is a monthly expiry, like I was saying. It is important to manage your risk, and sometimes if you don't want to trade on a day, it's absolutely fine. But option buyers have a good opportunity. The risk is relatively lower, and the returns could be good if the markets suddenly become trending. So overall, it's your decision either to trade or not tomorrow. But in case there is a big move on either direction, there could be some good profits to be made if you are a directional player. So non-directional players will be finding it difficult. So again, let's hope all the best for tomorrow. And that is all from my side. Thank you for watching and have a very good night.